like the lady. Pull up with it. I pull up with it. Pull up with a. Put some diamonds on her toes. Let know that I'm real. Used to pull it. You can still call it a. Can't be fixed. With the names and spent the nick. How you pull that don't make sense. I made a whole mile off an inch. I had 99 problems. I just scratched off the list. Amazing winning. Solved on out my neck. Cause I've been getting it since the Tyler. I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one is my motto. Handle my problems, I ain't scared. I put Prada on my collar, cause she proud of what I said. On my footsteps like the like I'm Montana. Make them shit, like I'm Black New Phantom in the backseat. I'm from Atlanta with these condo like the my friend. Bestie, I just my friend told her catch me. I'm a she so precious. Might not again, she too messy. No flex. Rose gold ornaments. Drop 210, car came with no 10. Got a you the door, you can hop in front of tip. Born 9 in the vent, like my get spent. I got 2 B's on my bosses and a granted the immunity still didn't tell. Skeletons in my closets and they scared of me and shit. Under the bed, screaming rock me kid. I put water on my head and she couple ops played. Then they still got I done, but it still ain't. Reason I use my line is cause she no cap. I been getting it since the Tyler. I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one is my motto. Handle my problems, I ain't scared. I put Prada on my collar, cause she proud of what I said. I'm a leader, I got no following my footsteps like I'm Montana. Make them shit. Black on Black New Phantom in the backseat. I'm from Atlanta with these condo like the near my fridge.
All right, check it out.
Nowadays, we can't even understand your homies out cause everybody back though, but everybody black though. I let them catch you, used to off the. No, I hope I didn't purchase. Cause every time I see it, it's like a scary movie. Can't do no jewelry, dude. Internet and alternate. A different game now. I don't rap about his name now. Shame how they blackball Kane, they scratch my name out. I pushed it longer than I expected to get my name out. They wanna take me out this game like Shikari, Black Illuminati, touch big rabbit, streets need 'em. I got all
That'll look good for sure.
Mid-City Fiesta with your West LA connection. Hop inside the vehicle, start crossing intersections. We learning life's lessons.
And on Tuesday, celebrate the Chinese New Year in style. Earn double XP for wearing eligible clothing items. Next weekend, on the Concha del Mar, make your way to the Deck Party. All games played on Deck 15 will earn double XP. And in the city, it's Boot Camp, where my players with a 75 overall or under can earn exclusive prizes. That's it for me. I'll see you on the courts.
Welcome to NBA 2K TV, and guess what? It's official. The NBA 2K League's 5th season draft will be taking place on February 26th.
Thousands of hopefuls have been competing over the last few months to earn a spot as a draft prospect, and only a fraction will make it.
And this week, we're celebrating the 5th anniversary of the 2K League.
And we have some advice for those of you looking to make it into the league.
But first, we caught up with League President Brendan Donahue. Take a look.
And listen up.
The 2022 season of the NBA 2K League will blow your mind.
My next guest joining us is the president of the NBA 2K League, and Brendan Donahue. We are celebrating the 5th anniversary of the NBA 2K League. How does that make you feel?
Chris, yeah, first of all, Chris, welcome back. And we're excited to see you back on 2K TV. And we are thrilled to be going into our 5th season. I mean, listen, I was talking to you on the front end when we first get it started. It's amazing to think it's been 5 years already.
You know, it is fun to think about all the history of the league. There's been so many great moments. What's your personal favorite moment that's happened over the past 5 years?
I think my personal favorite, it was the first ever finals. Our studio was just hopping. It was so loud. And then seeing Knicks Gaming win the championship, and then Nate Call getting love on ESPN on SportsCenter. That was one of the best nights of the league's in the league's history.
One thing that I've loved about the 2K League is the growth over the years. I know you've been really adamant about growing this to a global level. What is the growth and the maturity of the players? We have veteran players now that people look up to. What does that mean to fans that love 2K?
I think it's just more opportunity. I think, seeing Gen G join the league, seeing now Duke's Gaming, our first team that's going to be in Mexico. I think just seeing the growth there, opening up Latin America. I think, we're continuing, to grow in Asia Pacific. I think Europe is next. And there's tons of interest in the U.S. So, yeah, I think the sky's the limit on expansion. I think the good news is a Gen G joins on board. All of a sudden, a lot of other organizations want to jump on board. And so I think it'll be fun to see kind of the future as we'll see more and more teams added around the world.
Season 5's draft is on February 26th, which means it's the 5th anniversary of the NBA 2K League.
We're going to have a lot of fun of that night celebrating our 5th season. We'll talk about best draft moments ever, best outfits, hashtag NBA 2KL5. You'll see that quite a bit that night. Yeah, February 26th at 6 p.m. We'll be on Twitch and YouTube.
And by the way, Brendan, if you don't get drafted, there's still hope for people out there to actually get their hands on some prize money. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. For the first time ever, if you don't get drafted and you still believe you're one of the best players in the world, you can play in our qualifier events, which, by the way, lead to the chance to play against 2K League pros and win a portion of the biggest prize pool in the history of the NBA 2K League.
I'm going to call out everybody watching the show right now. Yeah, I'm talking directly to you. If you think you're the best at 3v3, you can now go and prove it against pro players.
To me, this is an area where I think esports has gotten it right in other games, and we're bringing it now into the 2K League, which is this idea of having an more open system where anybody who's great at the game and has the game can try to compete against the best players in the world. It's going to do one of two things, right? It's going to allow them to prove they are one of the best players in the world, and the league's just sleeping on them and not noticing. Or the flip side is they're going to quickly realize how good 2K League players really are. It's going to be fun to see it come to fruition.
Brendan, thank you so much for your time today, joining us on 2K TV. I know I'm excited for the draft, and we'll be touching base with you soon.
Chris, I'm sure we'll see you on draft, and I can't wait.
A name synonymous with the 2K League and a veteran we've got on the show today. I'm in the studio here with Chris and Bear the Beast. Welcome to the show, Bear the Beast. Excited to have you on. How are you feeling today?
Thanks for having me back. I hope you're having a great day. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. We just finished the season. We're in the off season now. Just moved from North Carolina to Minnesota, and it's a completely different world here in North Carolina and what I'm used to. So it's just trying to enjoy this.
Bear, there's some big news this season with some major changes in terms of 3v3 competition being influxed into the NBA 2K League. What does that mean for teams that are preparing for the season now knowing that you have 3v3 and 5v5 competition?
So just think of it as if like you're a coach, right? And now you've been this whole time that you've been drafting for the last 4 seasons, you've been picking players to play 5v5 mode. But we know one of the biggest communities, if not the biggest community in 2K, is the park community. So now you have this interesting topic coming up. You have all these players who play park. It's a big community. And these are some of the best guys to play 2K in the world. So now they're about to integrate that into 2K. So and when I say it's hectic right now, because you don't know if you want to go with a guy who can, the guy like real life basketball IQ or play 5v5, or go with this kid who is crazy dribbler, can't stop him in an ISO. You at this point, I mean, what do? You don't know.
What have you heard from both the 2K League community and the 2K community about these new changes?
It's all over the place. I hear people who, they're like, man, they're adding these guys, they're adding this element. They know the competition is coming. Then you have the guys who are competitive and want to compete and like bring it on, bring them into our lane. Then we're gonna go to their lane. It's gonna be competitive. So it's kind of split, like it's literally split right now.
Now, I know the last time I faced off against a pro, I believe it was you. You dropped 50 on me, so I'm gonna roll the clip real quick.
This team probably has the most experience when it comes down to playing 2K out of any of these showcase teams that we have on display.
We were one and done, but I must say, I wasn't the one that got 45 points dropped on my head by Bear the Beast. I was just helping him out a little bit.
Now, Bear, after watching that and remembering that moment, I didn't feel bad losing to a champion, I will say that. But now that anybody can go into the 3v3 thing, I might be coming for some of that prize money. Are you a little intimidated by people like me coming in 3v3 and competing for that prize pool?
Absolutely not. And that 50 bomb was, you'll win the next one. You got the next one. But no, I'm a competitor, man. I like to compete. So for me, I'm a professional. It doesn't matter what game mode I'm playing. I play the game all day, every day. It's what I do. So once we realize that 3v3 is going to become a part of the league, all right, now we're going to hop in the stage. You're going to see a lot more 2K League pros hop in the stage and stream that type of content. And those guys realize too that we are pros. So when we go to the stage, they're like, these are our top guys, and we win. They're like, oh man, these guys actually can play the mode. They just need more reps. And the same thing switched over. I might see a lock, and I'm like, this dude is stopping every move I do. And I'm like, hey, we might need to pick that kid because he know how to check an ISO, and he don't have 4 other defenders. He only got 2 people behind him. So it's you got that type thing going on.
Hey Bear, there's going to be a lot of new players that are going to be exposed to the NBA 2K League, wanting to come in and compete. What advice would you give people that have the ambition to play on the level of pro players in NBA 2K?
So the best advice I can give anybody, you got to sacrifice. You got to put down a couple things to get to where you want. And then you got to separate yourself and be different. However that may be, get on your content grind, get on your work ethic grind. Like put the hours in, put the time in, show them you got a personality, show them who you are. It's only one of you in the world. Let that be known.
And speaking of advice, now you are a vet. You've been in this many years. What advice would you give your rookie self going into the 2K League?
I need to go back and talk to that guy and get that same fire back. That guy was a firecracker.
Bear gets to the rim and he'll finish.
If I would have known then what I know now, because I won season 2, I'd have told that guy content, because my personality haven't changed. I'm still the same person. But if I would have been grinding content 3 years ago instead of the last 2-3 months, there's no telling where I would have been at today. So it's like, that's probably the biggest thing I'd have told myself.
You mentioned you played all the modes. What are you thinking about Season 4 and NBA 2K22?
I like it. I've been grinding heavy. I think like the first day I streamed and I tapped out on my stream like 10, 12 hours in. I was grinding for the Tiger, and I was going to go for the legend grind. So whoever goes for the legend grind and you got it and you did it, you level 40 in a day, I salute you, because that is a different type of grind. I haven't found out all the ways to produce and get the points up that, get there the fastest. But I'm liking the animation, the Fox animation. I'm liking that. There's a couple different dribble moves I'm starting to like within the games, but I haven't explored it the way because I kind of got my dribble set now. But they got some good stuff that's dropping, and with my team too. My team has been really good so far.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us on 2K TV. We're wishing you all the best. We're going to stay tuned to your content. Where can people find you, speaking of that content, online?
Thank y'all so much for having me. This has actually been pretty dope. I like to do this. So it's Bear the Beast on YouTube. It's Bear the Beast on Twitch. Bear the Beast on Twitter. On any platform.
Thanks so much for joining us, Bear. Best of luck in Season 5, my man.
No, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for having me.
The Pro-Am features some of the best competition in 2K22. You might even run into a few pros from the 2K League. And since we're in Season 4, we wanted to highlight the 4 teams that have won the most Pro-Am games so far this season. In Last Gen, let's give a round of applause to Ghost Basement Kids. They're led by team owner Dylan, who is scoring 12 points per game and shooting 70% from the field. Also in Last Gen is the Mambas, and their team owner, Mamba Updo, is averaging 7 points per game while shooting over 50% from downtown. Moving on to Current Gen, where the Wildcats are really taking care of business. Their team owner is Cheese2K, who is scoring 10 points per game, shooting 68% from the field, and 66% from beyond the arc. Last but certainly not least, we gotta congratulate Los Angeles Lakers 23, the high-octane Pro-Am team that has won more games than... yes, my Lakers this season. Their team owner is Wall-Eyed Whisper, who is leading the way with 6 points and 4 rebounds per game, and shooting over 70% from the field. Is your Pro-Am team making noise on the courts? If so, we want to see it. Send us your Pro-Am highlights using the hashtag 2KTVProAm on social media for a chance to be featured in a future episode.
Hey, yo, right here!
In more competitive NBA 2K news, we have another qualifier game day in the books for the My Team Unlimited $250,000 tournament.
That's right, 48 of the 64 spots are currently filled, and you might recognize some names on that list. However, one contender entered the tournament, and I wouldn't count him out just yet. Meet Chandler.
Hey, I'm Chandler, and I qualified for the PS4 My Team Unlimited 250K tourney. My road to qualification, I woke up Friday morning, the day before the qualifiers, with COVID. So I had to go through qualifiers with COVID, and I had my team ready. I have everything ready. and I just, tried to play my best to get through the games. When I first found out I had qualified, I was kind of amazed because I thought I always kind of had a chance to qualify, but not like a real big chance. But this is the one time I had a real good run, was winning games consistently, and it was really amazing. I never really thought I would have a chance to do something like this. My favorite card to use for the day of qualifiers was probably a combination of the Evo Dwayne Wade and then that Flash David Robinson. Those were the two cards that really just did it all for me. My strategy going into the tournament is a little bit different than in the qualifiers because obviously everyone that qualify are very competitive players, so you kind of have to adjust to how they're playing compared to maybe an unlimited or qualifiers. But it's around the same, just try to score, outplay your opponent. The first person I told when I qualified was probably my mother. She didn't really know what it meant at all. She was kind of confused, but then she heard it was for $250,000. She kind of started understanding a little bit, but yeah, I told my mother first. When I first started playing 2K a few years ago, I never would have thought there would ever be a chance to even compete for this amount of money at all. So to win this amount of money would just be kind of crazy to me. My mom and dad are getting kind of old now, so they're coming close to retirement. Maybe this could help them with that. And my brother maybe going into college. So this definitely would help out the entire family if I was to win. There's always new cards coming out every week, every Friday, new packs drop, new season just started. So there's always, the Yao Ming that recently came out, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson. So there's always new cards coming out. So there's always changes to be made to the lineup with new cards coming out. I definitely do need to finish up that Yao Ming grinds to get that card on my team. He's a must-have card. I'm Chandler Gregg, and I am going to win the 250K tournament.
I always love sharing my passion for NBA 2K esports, specifically the NBA 2K League, with fellow influencers. Today, welcome Trey to the show.
Hey, hello. Thanks for having me.
Now, I remember when we were doing the Pro-Am tournaments back in the day, you were in LA, you were there witnessing it. What is it about competitive 2K that you love so much?
I don't know, man. Like with me, I'm really big into like watching some of the best at the best do what they do, man. And when it comes down to competitive 2K, man, just to watch them hit their shots and then also talk they trash, man. I'm big on the trash talk, man. So I like it, man. I enjoy it.
I hear a lot of trash talk in my ear when we hop out on these rec streets. But what game modes are you hopping into when you hop on 2K?
Right now, man, we grinding the park out. Definitely grinding the park out. But also, we've been playing a whole lot of rec, man. Playing a whole lot of rec with the Cell Squad. Been enjoying it, and we play with a lot of our viewers. Definitely.
There's going to be some new modes coming to the NBA 2K League in terms of 3v3 modes. What is the difference in your eyes between 3v3 and 5v5 that makes it so interesting?
Sometimes in the 5v5 setting, some players might not shine that much. You might know that they're good, but once you get them in that 3v3 setting, you can really see the difference between an elite center or a solid center, the difference between an elite guard and a solid guard. So once you put these guys in a brand of basketball that most of the viewers love, it's going to go crazy, man. You're going to see a lot of new viewers come in and be like, hey, this is actually fire, and I'm actually a fan of this now.
Yeah, you make a great point about it being 3v3, and I love that the NBA 2K League is actually going to bring in community members to compete in these 3v3 events. That's going to be fire.
Listen, the community has been waiting for an opportunity like this. There are so many guys that think that they the best of the best, but at the end of the day, that's all talk. Now it's time to prove it. Now you got a chance to come in and compete with some of the best in a setting that you are used to. So you're going to see a lot of the guys that are comping the stage, a lot of the guys that are comping the park, come in here, and we're going to try to see who really is the best, who really can walk the walk after talking all the talk.
Now, of course, we're celebrating the 5th anniversary of the NBA 2K League. What's so special about the league, and what are you most looking forward to?
I know it's going to be a whole lot of the top guys go crazy, but I want to see some of the last picks come out and shine and secure some of their spots, honestly, man. New talent always bring new storylines. So I'm honestly looking forward to the new growth, and I'm also looking forward to the 3v3.
One last question for you. If you're like me, I know that competitive drive gets you going. When are we going to see you enter the draft for the NBA 2K League, my man?
I'm going to leave that for the pros. I'm going to watch y'all do it, and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to leave that for the pros, man.
And I'm going to say this. I thought I was good at 2K. Then I played some of these guys in a 5v5 setting when I was out in New York. Nope, I'm humbled. I'm forever humbled LD2K after playing the pros. I'm not on that level.
I played Kai. Oh, man, I had no business playing them. It was close to first quarter. The last 3, over. I had no business. Man.
Maybe one day we can dream, right? We can dream.
Yeah, one day.
Trey, thanks so much for joining us on 2K TV, my man. We'll be checking in soon, and can't wait to watch Season 5.
Thank you.
Hey, 2K TV fans, it's Scott Moe, the voice of the Sacramento Kings. I'm back to show off your top plays of the week. Here are your finalists. Oh, I can't wait. First up, we're in the city with Blue Screen Brev. Check out this fancy footwork from the three-point trim, all the way to the rim. Picture perfect timing has this night shining. Over to the wreck with Cash Chasing CJ. A contested breakaway, maybe a pass out, right? Or just fly through 3 defenders. Incredible! That's enough windmill power to run the whole rec center. Next up, a play for Cooper FP in the dub. 2.9 seconds remaining. Running a play for Christy Tolliver, steps in, and sinks the game-winning swish. The 11-year pro shows off her veteran vitality. In time. We have a Pro-Am finale today from Jackson Longo. The defense is pursuing the drive, so they weave through and spin to get room for the dunk. Vote now for your top play of the week. Which one rises above the rest? Get your best play on 2KTV by submitting them on social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. See you inside your next Kings game in NBA 2K22. My microphone is all warmed up. Bring it on!
Remember, if you want to know who won the vote for Top Play of the Week, we share the winning plays over social media.
Follow us at NBA2K_2KTV.
Hit that follow button if you want to see more of me and less of Chris. And that's all we have for you this time. Until next week, enjoy the game.
And go get that tiger.
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the Miami Heat at FTX Arena. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Marcus Smart stands 6'3", but he said, I can guard bigs, so I started making a joke. I'm a stretch 6. Forget a stretch 5. My teammates loved it, and it just stuck with me. He added, I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so I've been up against bigger guys. For me, that means nothing. Kevin?
Stretch 6. I love that. Great stuff, David. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Williams is out there with Williams. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. And for Miami, they've got MV Robert Covington out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Lowry, and it's Butler in at the 3 slot. And at the midway point, Chris, what stands out about this phase of the regular season to you?
Well, usually the standings have solidified, Kevin. The favorites, the cellar dwellers. We had some great stories. And this is where the front offices has to take a hard look at their roster and maybe look to make some moves as well.
It'll be the Heat off the tip. Here is Lowry. Pass to MP. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
And not thinking twice about it. Fantastic decision by MP to go right up with that one.
Pritchard passes to Sexton. The shot misses. And Miami the other way now. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams the last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts. You know, MP was feeling this shot, looking totally at ease and letting it fly from the arc.
Now here's Brown. 23 points for him the last game against San Antonio.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Now here's MP after Jaylen Brown's miss. And the basket by MP. MP's got 7 points in the game.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Now, here's Sexton. He had a 30-point outing their last game against San Antonio.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
Here's Adebayo. Pass to MP. With the drive, and MP throws it down hard.
And how about MP just showing off right there? Give this guy a launching pad, and man, the sky's the limit.
Brown outside. Shot to stop the run, and finished off by Brown.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Well, yeah, you can hear the sigh of relief from here. Now they've got to build on that first bucket.
Now, here's MP. He's got 9. Pass to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. And there it is for him. And that's 11 points for MP.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Kicks it to Brown. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
MP outside. Loads it up for Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Now here's Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Pritchard. Now recovering. A shot by Pritchard, no good. MP outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. MP's got 14 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Brown against Adebayo. Brown outside. Outside, Sexton. With some arc. Good on the shot.
And although Sexton is slightly undersized, he plays with great physicality and aggression. Nice finish there off contact.
And for everything he provides on offense, Chris, Brown's defense is just as impactful.
Kevin, strong, tough, quick twitch athleticism, and he plays with tremendous pride.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
They just weren't ready for that game. It looked like they just weren't prepared. The final score tells you the story.
teams changing it up here. Well, it was Miami winning their last game against the Magic. Cross passes to Brooks. The pass to Cousins. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Pass to MP. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Cross. He's covered by Hero. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant. Here's Brooks.
And you know what? Call it great defense or a poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Hero kicks to MP. Gets the three-pointer to fall. MP's got 19 points.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end. And he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
Cousins dishes to Brooks. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Oh, man, a tough shot maker with deep range. I mean, what an answer from Brooks.
MP against Smart. Now MP. 19 points in the game. Clock at 6. To the paint. From down in the low post, it goes. 21 points in the game.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Brooks outside. Brooks can't get that one to fall. Shot's good by Hero.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, we got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Here's Brooks after the Heat pick up 2. There's the dish to Williams. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Hero passes to MP. A three-pointer off the mark. Celtics trail by 14. Cross defended by Bryant. Here's Cross, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Now Hero. And so it's Miami up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back to the action after this word. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for... Here's Pritchard. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Magic had a huge game. He scored 45 points, and he did a great job of letting the game come to him, connecting on a number of his shots. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
It's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
Boston again missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Six to shoot. To the middle. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Well, for a lot, Chris, the mid-range shot has fallen out of favor in the past decade or so. Do you think that trend will go the other way at some point?
Well, let's talk about it, Kevin. The mid-range shot didn't fall out of favor with champions. Golden State, don't they shoot mid-range? Oh, yeah, they did. Toronto, didn't they shoot mid-range? Yeah, I think so. Let's see, who was before that? LeBron's team, Cleveland, Miami, did they shoot mid-range? Yeah. So I just want to change that statement and narrative. Everyone, check it out. Winners, yeah, they have mid-range games. Those that don't have any mid-range games, they haven't won a championship.
Brown against Butler. And they get it back. MP looking around. Down low with the clock winding down, and Adebayo throws it down.
What a read from MP. I love how he looks to get it to his open teammates.
Celtics trail by 15. Pritchard passes to Brown. And there's the drive, and finished off by Brown.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
MP against Sexton. 5 to shoot. To the inside. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
19 seconds left here in the second. Sexton with it. He has 6. To the middle. It's stolen by Adebayo. To the paint. Here's MP. Can't get it to fall.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
That's just great defense, forcing his man into a different...
And we've reached halftime in this one. Heat out front, up by 15. 2K Sports back in... And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, the defense didn't do a very good job of staying connected to it. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Heat, MP out there with Lowry. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Butler in at the small forward position.
It's scary when MP is going off like this. His adrenaline starts flowing, the teammates getting pumped, and then it's like a runaway train.
Sexton against MP. Sexton the pass to Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better. And a memory I have of Colin Sexton in Alabama. How about he scored 40 points in a game where the Tide only had 3 players on the court down the stretch. Young fella was undaunted.
Sexton against MP. Taken away by Williams. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Brown wide open. He fires. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists in the game. And in that game with only 3 players, Sexton almost led them to a comeback, Greg. In fact, they actually cut a 14-point lead down to 3.
And that tells you about Sexton's mindset. He was not prepared to let them lose, even under the toughest scenario you can imagine.
He kicks to Williams. Brown the pass to Pritchard. Back to Brown. Over Butler. And it's Brown missing.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
MP against Williams. Here's MP. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. We're so fortunate to have so many versatile bigs in today's NBA, Chris, but of those bigs, who do you enjoy watching the most?
Oh, well, I love watching Jokic and Embiid. I mean, I've seen what those guys can do. Post up, step out, hit threes, control that corner action, and they're able to carry their team.
And there haven't been too many players who've had to prove themselves as much as MP. With all the hype he had coming into the league, he had to go out and make the doubters into believers.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Ryan is checked in for Bam Adebayo. Doug McDermott comes in for Robert Covington. Heroes checked in for Butler. And it's Rose in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Brooks. Williams trying to break free. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Brooks. Miami has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Passes to MP. Shot clock at 6. Inside. That's good from McDermott on the assist by MP. And it's 6 points for Doug McDermott.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Cousins on the follow.
Poor job defensively on the glass. I mean, Cousins is the first guy you have to get a body on. He has good anticipation and those long arms.
MP against Brooks. Here's Hero. Nice D from Cousins.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Smart deciding where to go with it. And the foul called on MP. Here's Pritchard. On the floor for Boston. We've got Dylan Brooks. He's out there with Robert Williams. Jaylen Brown out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Pritchard in at the 1. And yes, it's good.
And it's great to see Sexton slashing inside with that quickness and athleticism. Boy, he is tough to contain.
And here is MP. Down low. Here's Adebayo. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 6th assist on the night. Celtics shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Pass to Brown. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
I tell you what, Brown is a powerful wing player. You'd like to get him the ball inside.
And so Lowry will bring it up for Miami. Trailing by 2. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
And stolen by MP. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. And he drives in, and MP throws it down.
A nice aggressive move to the basket there. They love to turn MP loose and just let him play an attacking brand of basketball.
No coverage that time. Brown's got it all tied up now for the Celtics. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Now the pass to MP. Driving the lane, and he makes good on the layup. MP's got 7 now in this quarter.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Sexton against MP. And stolen by MP. And here we go. It's Butler. That shot missing.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Outside, Sexton. He takes it in, and Sexton slams it in.
And this is why you got to prevent Sexton from getting in the lane. Once he does, he just explodes towards the basket.
The drive by MP. And MP throws it down hard.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. MP really making a difference here.
Look, they can't leave him alone for a second on the perimeter. Not the way he's shooting the 3-line.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Heat. Celtics also with a sub. Williams, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. Here's MP driving to the basket. And MP throws it down hard.
And you love to see MP go off like this. He never hesitates to deliver in the big moments.
Celtics trail by 4. Pritchard passes to Williams. Great D that time from Adebayo.
And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
MP outside. No good with the triple. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Outside Lowry. Kicks it to MP. Outside Covington. 5 on the clock. Adebayo passes to MP. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Brown against Butler. On the wing, Williams. Back to Brown. 6 to shoot. Pass to Pritchard. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. .151 left in the fourth quarter. Now Lowry. And a wide open look for MP. And a miss there on the triple. Pritchard passes to Sexton. A floater. He lays it in.
Big shot player. Sexton showing us he loves the spotlight. Seems energized performing here under the bright lights.
Passes it to MP. That falls. Nice speed that time from Kyle Lowry. MP's got 42 in the game. Here's Brown. And, oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Adebayo against Brown. A three from MP. And again, Miami with the triple.
That's some playground range right there. MP can hit shots from the cheap seats.
Down low, defended by Butler. Pritchard passes to Brown. Here's Pritchard. Just 5 on the clock. There's Williams, and that one good.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
And they go to the intentional foul. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Miami. 17 points was their biggest margin. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. Now, here's MP. And the shot goes in. MP's got 47 points.
You love MP's intensity down the paint. He doesn't let the defense throw him off.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're behind by 8. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, it's so important at this stage in the game for everyone to be on the same page and working together.
Up a three. It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And this is where Langford can really improve as a jump shooter. Off the catch, looking really good on that one.
Free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Good league. It's even better with excellent work at the stripe.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Deck. The three. No good on the shot. And so it's Miami winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
All right, check it out.
Microphone check, 1, 2, mic checker. Still back that. All this in my brain, I got the rank, I got the blessing. Take some extras out the repress a it ain't no pressure. In my Kiki, I'm with Didi and Vanessa. Top now on my roster, get the most and not the lesser. Papa met me in the valley, drop the up on Winnetka. Take some extras out the repress a it ain't no pressure. Yes, sir. I didn't want to speak on it, but it's really been racking my brain now. Cause really, I with this rapper one to sell it now. They got enough on us to go start a case now. Get hit with the, they come and they snatching nigga now. Big loan in the golf ball. Big fin ball in this one Willie Burner all in the six. Had a to the wall type, but when I left his drawers for the they getting down, but I be so proud to put it down. For the microphone check, 1, 2, mic checker. Still back that. All this in my brain, I got the rank, I got the blessing. Take some extras out the repress a it ain't no pressure. Yes, I microphone check, 1, 2, mic checker. Still back that. All this in my brain, I got the rank, I got the blessing. Take some extras out the repress a it ain't no pressure. Yes, I round geek. I'ma catch a little white chillin' with his click, but a hoe. With a watch and a chain that set up, yeah, I train that. In the 8 for like 4 days straight, but I never claim that. I be talking this. BM, I'm sitting in the too. I be get political. Hit the John, I'm whipping the miracle. Get the and I'm scraping the get political. Miss with the whole Mikey. East side insane. Me and Miss with the whole get it. Microphone check, 1, 2, mic checker. Still back that. All this in my brain, I got the rank, I got the blessing. Take some extras out the repress a it ain't no pressure. Yes, I microphone check, 1, 2, mic checker. Still back that. All this in my brain, I got the rank, I got the blessing. Take some extras out the repress a it ain't no pressure. Yes, I.
Yo, I just like to say, you know. It's good to be original when you diss somebody. Don't use somebody else's.
change people. It's something that no one will ever be able to capture on film. It'll just be something that you see, and all of a sudden you realize, I'm on the wrong page. Or I'm on the right page, but I'm on the wrong note. And I've got to get in sync with everyone else to understand what's happening in this country.
When you tried with your best smile, didn't move me just one bit. I guess something's gotta give. Remedies used to work, it never hurt. If I had just one more wish, good conversation doesn't go like it used to. Good conversation doesn't go like it used to. Make me love like we used to. Made me forget to sleep. Play piano at bedtime. Sing it in Portuguese. Love just like we used to. No more pulling the sheets. Ride with no destination. Before I had to say please. Your vibrations never fade. All your jokes, you tell the same. I laugh cause laughs and got tied up like some kicks. We were just a pair of kids. If I had just one more wish,